Hello friends. So in my today's video I am going to give you a practical demonstration of a very interesting concept of physics which is used in music also. So that concept is beats. If you remember in my Learn Harmonica series in video 6 I had demonstrated that phenomena using a tremolo harmonica. So today, with the help of an app, I will give you practical demonstration that how the beat sounds. So first of all, we have to understand what do you mean by beat. So beat means when you have two different sound sources and both of them they have a very slight difference in frequency. So in that case the sound will be having a special vibrato effect. So that vibrato or wavering effect, that is known as beat. So I will demonstrate it by using an app on my mobile phone. So I have tuned both the sound sources at 440 Hertz. So when I change the frequency of the other source slightly from 440 Hertz, then you can clearly hear the phenomena of beat. You can clearly hear the wavering sound that occurs because of that slight frequency difference. And when I go on increasing that frequency difference, you can clearly hear the effect on the frequency of the beat, the frequency of the wavering sound. So first, let us see. Here I have, you can hear the sound of the sound source 1, which is at 440 Hertz. I have switched on the second source also, and both the sources, they are playing sound at 440 Hertz. So you cannot recognize any difference between these two sound sources. Now let me change the frequency of one sound source at 441 Hertz. Then you can clearly hear the difference. So let me change. So now the one source is giving the sound of 440 Hertz. Other source, it is giving the sound at a frequency of 441 Hertz. So in this process, because of this difference in 1 Hertz, difference of 1 Hertz between two sound sources, there is a phenomenon that is called beat. And you can clearly hear that the frequency of the beat is 1 Hertz. The wavering sound that you are going to hear, so it has a frequency of 1 Hertz, means every 1 second you hear a beat. Just try to hear that. So this frequency is 1 second. In 1 second you will hear the beat. Now let me change the frequency of the source to 442 now. So can you find any difference now? The frequency of the beat is doubled and it is 2 Hertz, 2 beats per second. So this frequency is 2 in 1 second. Again, if I change to 443, let us see. So you can clearly hear the difference. So this frequency is 3 Hertz, means 3 beats you are going to hear every second. So in this way, whenever you change the frequency of the difference in frequency of the sources, you will be able to hear the beats. Now how this phenomena is helpful in practical applications. First thing is, you might have seen that in older days, they were tuning the instruments using the tuning fork. Nowadays, you can see they have digital frequency meters and they can set the frequency. But in earlier days, while tuning any piano or any harmonium, they generally used tuning forks. So what they do at that time, when they strike the tuning fork of standard frequency, and if there is any difference between the frequency of the note, in that case the beats were produced. So if there is any beat, in that case we can say that the frequency of the tuning fork and the instrument, there is a slight difference, the frequency is not matching. So in that way they used to tune the instrument, then again strike the tuning fork and hear it. If still there is some beat coming from the frequency of the beat, they could get the idea about the out of tune difference. Like if they hear 1 beat per second, 1 hertz, in that case they could say that the tuning is 1 hertz apart. So in that way they would tune the instrument until they would not hear any beat. So when the tuning fork and the instrument, they both oscillate or they produce the vibrations of same frequency, then they would be certain that now our tuning is perfect. Now this beats, sometimes in some instruments deliberately they produce beats in order to give some melodious effect. So tremolo is one of the perfect example, and in my video 6 of Learn Harmonica, I had given the practical demonstration that how the tremolo harmonica when you play, because in tremolo harmonica they use 2 different reeds with a frequency very close to each other, not exactly same but very close to each other. So that slight difference in frequency, that produces a natural wavering sound, tremolo sound, which would add melody to the music. So I would like to demonstrate that also. I will take the voice from my previous video 6. So you can clearly, you will make the difference in the frequency of both the reeds of the tremolo harmonica. Now listen it carefully. So here you could clearly make the difference that if you play a single reed harmonica, you will obtain a plain sound. But when you play a tremolo with 2 reeds having slight difference in frequencies, then in that case a wavering sound or tremolo effect will be there. So this was the thing I wanted to share with you. I hope you would have understand the phenomena of beat. So I will be there with my next video very soon. So thank you for now.